I can't believe how much these truck stops rip drivers off. I'm not going to name any names, loves their pilots, but the thing is, okay, they will take advantage of truckers, and I don't think it's right, okay? Because let me give you some examples. I went into the shower at a Love's last week. I left my shampoo and body wash in there. And I bought the shampoo and body wash at Walmart, so I got a good deal on it, whatever. So I'm like, okay, I need some shampoo. I go over to the shelf. Head and Shoulders crap shampoo, $13.
Shut up.
I'm not kidding. I almost took a picture of it. $13 for a bottle of Irish Spring body wash.
I got an idea. How about we get a list of stuff? You go into Walmart and you add it all up and video it, and then you go into a Love's or a Pilot and get the same exact list at the Pilot and add it up, and we'll compare. But start it at the truck stop. That way you know what to look for when you get to Walmart, because you can find it at Walmart. You just don't know if you'll find the stuff at the truck stop that you will at Walmart. So start at the truck stop. Yeah,
you're right. There's like a 500% markup. It's insane. And when did this crap start? Where, well, you're a trucker, okay? How hard is it to find a place to park when you're a trucker?
Well, I mean, for me, it was never hard.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was like 90 years ago. Anyway, it's really hard to find a spot, especially if you're looking for a spot around 8, 9 o'clock at night. You pull into a truck stop, you're circling around. So these truck stops decide, hey, here's another money maker. Let's put about 20 or 30 reserved parking spots out there that truckers are paying 15 or 20 bucks for. Really? A lot of these companies like Walmart some Walmarts will let you park there, but 90% of the Walmarts don't let you park there, which I think is kind of ironic, since their shelves are stocked with crap that truck drivers brought to them, right? But whatever. It's like, okay, you can't park at Walmart. So you're kind of forced to either go to a rest area or to go to a truck stop. And when you go to the truck stop, they have a guy who walks around with a clipboard to make sure that you're not parked in one of the reserved parking spots, because they want to make sure that they're making money on all of those spots. So, 30 spots, $20 each. They're making $600 a night or more on drivers who can't find a place to park.
Yeah.
Right?
They make money on desperation.
Yeah, and I mean, you walk in the door, they got these hot dogs that have been sitting on the roller for hours on end, and they want like $3 each for them. It's like, really?
Yeah, no,
I don't think it's right. I mean, they're a private business. They can do whatever they want. They can charge whatever they want, and ultimately, it's the driver's decision whether he or she wants to spend the money. But you're a captive audience. A lot of times, you can't just pull your big rig in to Walgreens. Okay, you're kind of stuck with where you go and where you can spend your money. And a lot of times it's at the truck stop. So why should they charge so much money for the little bullshit things that you need to buy? It really irritates me.
I 100% agree. I mean, even back when I was a driver, I used to say the same thing. Why does a place like that have to charge so much? I mean, they could actually have a better... maybe if you think about it, they don't really have the space to really stock their shelves. And if they did, let's say they charged $2 for a bottle of Head and Shoulders, right? Everybody would want to buy it, and they'd always run out. Now, I mean, I don't know if that's really the reason, but think about that for a second. If they mark it up to somebody that really needs it, they can keep I guess it doesn't make sense. No, I'm wrong. Bottom line is, I mean, it's just highway robbery. I agree, 100%.
It really, look, I don't know how much a bottle of Head and Shoulders is, but I'm guessing at Walmart, maybe it's $5. So to charge $12, okay, if they're charging $7, I get it. They're entitled to make a profit, but they're not entitled to stomp all over drivers and rip them off like they do. It's ridiculous. It really is.
Okay. Well,
and there's a lot. Let me tell you, there's a lot of drivers out there pissed off about it too.
well,
You know how much money they make on fuel?
I mean, what's funny is you're bitching about the stuff that they've been bitching about for years, Johnny Acid. I mean, truck drivers are listening to this right now, and they're saying to themselves, you know what? They're saying, what's this guy just crawling out from under a rock that he's just discovering this? I mean, sincerely.
Yeah, you know what? I'm brand new, just like a lot of the truckers out there. But I'm telling you right now, okay, it's a pet peeve of mine. It really gets under my skin. And for them to charge, anywhere from $15 to $20 for a shower. Granted, you get free showers when you fuel up and you put 50 gallons in or whatever. I get it, okay? I've only had to pay for one shower since I've been out on the road, but I've only taken one. So, but that's a joke. Anyway,
no, it's not a joke. I believe you.
$20 for a shower, really?
Yeah.
And I've been to very few truck stops that have had nice showers. There's a few that are really nice, but a lot of these places, you're like, I can't believe you would charge anyone to come in here and shower in this crap hole. This thing's disgusting. It stinks, It's ridiculous.
Well,
anyway,
Johnny Acid, you're just getting used to trucking. You've been out there a whole 4 weeks, and you're, righting the wrongs and doing your thing, Acid. What I'd love to do is I'd love to have a couple people meet up with you, maybe get some pictures with Johnny Acid. It'd be pretty cool out there, Johnny, if somebody wants to write in and meet up with Johnny Acid, we'll try to arrange that. You do have a bunch of people that write in every now and then and ask about you, Johnny. So possibly maybe we can hook you up with a couple of Talk CDL listeners.
Yeah, I've got some suggestions for these places other than don't rip us off. How about instead of having these crappy fast food restaurants built in, how about some healthy food for these truckers? I mean, some of these guys weigh 500 pounds. How about some salads, right?
Yeah, because
you know what I'm saying?
Because they'll all order a salad.
Shut up. I would. Yeah. It's like, let me just give an example. I went to a Love's. I was really hungry, okay? And I'm looking at the hot dogs that have been rolling for 7 hours, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to go there. And then I'm looking at Subway for the 15th time in a row, and I'm like, I can't eat Subway again. So the only other thing they had was Chester's fried chicken. So I'm like, okay, I'll give that a shot, right? I had the squirts for 2 days.
Yeah.
It was Chester's fried squirts.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
I hear you.
Yes, disgusting. I mean, maybe I got a bad one. Maybe Chester's is good. I'm not trying to badmouth Chester's, but the one thing I can say about these fast food restaurants, Arby's is one of them, which I love. McDonald's, they have those at certain truck stops. They have a Denny's. Some of the pilots have Denny's in them, which is really cool. You can sit down and eat. It depends on which state you're in. Some of it's takeout only, but so, I mean, there are some good restaurants there, but I will say one thing. When you go to a McDonald's or an Arby's or a Denny's or whatever at the truck stop, the price is the same. It costs exactly the same at the truck stop as it does if you went to one located somewhere else, which begs the question, if the food is the same price at the restaurant, then why the hell should they charge so much for the crap they have on their shelves at the Pilot or the Love's? Can you tell I'm pissed about this?
Yeah, Johnny Astor, you're normally like laid back and
No, listen, every dime I spend at the truck stop is one dime less for your sister, my wife. So
stop saying she's my sister. Would you do that?
You grew up with her. I mean, come on. What?
No, I'm kidding. She is. I don't know. Yeah. Hey, she never showed up at dinner the other day, just so you know that.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah,
I'm not in charge of that.
So whatever. So, well, listen, Acid, I'm turning it in for the night, man. I mean, it's 10 o'clock at night here in Florida. You're rearing to go, man. Where's your load going next? You're on your way to Dodge City. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I just dropped off a full load of Bud Light and down in Texas. I'm empty right now. I'm taking the empty up to, believe it or not, our beef plant up in Dodge City. And instead of picking up beef, they have a preloaded trailer of Bud Light. I'm taking it like a mile down the road. It's a little local delivery out of Dodge City, so that's where I'm headed next.
So, do you already know what your next load is yet, or not?
Yeah, it's beer.
So after you go to Dodge City and drop this 1 mile load off, where are you going from there?
I have no idea.
Okay, all right.
I'm just hoping they have. I'm just hoping they have some overage.
Yeah,
on the Bud Light.
Yeah, because it shouldn't be a big deal. Acid, I'm out of here, man. I gotta get doing some things. So just meet up with me tomorrow, and we'll talk.
Good. I'm glad I had a chance to get that off my chest. And whenever I think are you gonna come out with me on the road? Are you actually gonna do like a live podcast on the road?
I wanna get out there, for a week or two, meet a few people, do some video work, get a few things going for Talk CDL, and then come home safely from your driving, I'm sure.
Well, I just want to make it clear to not only you, but anyone listening out there. When Troy gets in my truck, it's my truck. It's not his. So it's my home. It's my apartment. And if you don't follow the rules, I will put you out. I don't care where it is. You could be in Colorado or Kansas. Doesn't matter. So it's double bunk. You'll get the top bunk. I will not climb up there. If you can somehow manage to get your body up there, that's where you'll sleep. But my house, my ship, I'm the captain, and you will obey me. So
yeah, you'll do what I say when I get there. So
I guess we'll see.
Don't go anywhere, folks. Part 2 is coming right up. Johnny Assa will be asked to go back into a truck stop and gather prices for Talk CDL. He will then get caught and almost escorted out the door. Stay tuned for this comical interaction with Johnny Acid and a local truck stop. Thank you.
Flying J, pilot, same.
Okay. Do me a favor. I want you to walk into the Flying J, and I want you to take your little notepad and your video. Take your video, and we'll write it. Don't even worry about it. Just go in there, and you don't have to do any video, and just go in there, and I want you to get you. I can't even talk tonight. I want you to get me some prices.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Okay, can you go in?
Yeah, I'm heading there now. Hold on.
Cool.
Gotta get my shoes on.
Your flip-flops.
The way things are looking right now, with inflation, Walmart's going to be giving Flying J a run for its money. Can't believe how expensive everything is. Crazy.
Yeah.
All
right. How close are you? You in the back or you near the front?
I'm in Bobtail Alley, baby.
Bobtail. Oh, you don't have a trailer?
The first thing I did was dump that thing.
Oh, you're in Liberal?
Yeah, I'm doing a 34 reset. Or no, I'm in Dodge City.
Are you really doing a 34 there?
Yeah, it worked out perfectly. I knew they wouldn't be ready on time. I came rolling in with 3 minutes to spare, literally. Like, I had 3 minutes on my clock when I PC'd to Walmart.
Pretty cool. All right, where you at?
Talk about cutting it close.
Are you inside yet?
I'm almost.
Yeah, I want to just do the basics. I want to see what the basics are. Prices.
I think you're going to be shocked.
I just want to. I mean,
you really are.
The last time we talked, you were talking about how expensive everything is at the truck stop, and I already know that obviously because I was out there for quite a few years. But I'm just curious to see how it is today.
Well, most of the truckers are going to already know But let's just give some specifics. Hold on, I'm walking
But
in
here's
right now.
here's the thing, Johnny asked. Not everybody buys at the truck stop. I mean, and there's quite a bit of people that don't drive a truck also that listen to the podcast. So I'm just curious. I want America to see what truckers. This to me is atrocious. A truck driver is out there in a strange land every day, away from his home. He pulls into a truck stop saying, "Welcome all truckers. We welcome you. We welcome you. And we want you to come here and sleep in our trucking parking lot. Truck drivers, we love you." But then they get hit with this. What do you got? Are you inside?
Yeah, about a 12-ounce bottle of Coke for $2.19.
$2.19 for a soda.
for that.
How? What? Well, okay. What else you got? Is there like gallons of milk in there? Half gallon of milk by chance?
Hold on, let me take a look.
What do you got? Is there a dairy section in there?
You can get a little pint of milk for $2.99.
$3 for a pint. How about? Isn't there? Don't they sell like half gallons, quarts, or anything like that?
Wait, hold on. Let me do the rounds here. Okay, you know those Hostess donuts, like the little roll of donuts. There's like 6 of them in there.
Yeah, they're like $1.99.
$2.49.
$2.49.
Yeah,
Actually,
they're not
I think
$1.99
they're 99 cents in Walmart. I think
99 cents. So it's $2.49.
Yeah.
How about a loaf of crappy Hostess bread?
How much?
I mean, this is like the stuff you get at the dollar store. $3.89.
Almost $4 for a loaf of bread. So, is there milk there and eggs or not?
Yeah, but hold on. I'm going to go from shelf to shelf. Okay,
I'm just trying to get a basic.
Listen to this. A 16-ounce, 1-pound jar of peanut butter that I can almost hide in my hand. $5.49.
Wow. Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Well, it is, and if America's listening, which they are, you get to see these are your people that are out there on the road. These are the people that are bringing you products, and these truck drivers are getting ripped off in the country when they pull into their own to where they're the only place they can pull most of the times is a truck stop because nobody else wants their truck parked. They don't want them parking their trucks anywhere else in store lots and all this other stuff. So they're forced to go to truck stops, and when they do, it's atrocious. It's crazy. What else you got, Acid? I want you to look at like deodorant and razors and stuff like that.
No,
also,
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So a can of Spam. Go ahead and guess.
a can of I don't buy Spam, but I'm gonna guess honestly, $1.99.
$4.99.
$5 for a can of Spam.
Wait, you're gonna love this one. You ready?
Sure.
Okay, this thing is the size of a shot glass. It's 10 fluid ounces. 10. It does 6 loads of Tide. How much?
6 loads, 6 Tides. So you get 6 wash loads. That should probably cost you, because you can get like stuff at Sam's 100 wash loads for I think $19.95. And so I'm going to guess 6 loads. You shouldn't be paying any more than $2.50.
$7.99.
$8 for 6 loads.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what else?
They got the teeniest, tiniest little roll of paper towels. Okay, I just bought one at Walmart for 50 cents. It's $2.99.
This is insane. I mean, and look, I'm not really shocked by it. Okay, even though I'm saying things like this is crazy, I'm just I just want to report this. I want America to see what the truck drivers, what their truck drivers are going through out there. If you're stuck in a pinch where you have to buy there.
Let's move on to shampoo and stuff, like you said. Okay, here we go. Head and Shoulders, $10.99.
For how many ounces?
Small bottle, real small.
Like what is it? Like how many ounces?
8.45 ounces.
A small bottle. What else you got?
Dove Men Care, $10.99.
Dove Man Care. What's that? Is that like a a man soap, like body soap?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like a body wash.
Go ahead. What else?
Okay, we've got the Crest Scope. It's like the cheap stuff. $6.89.
Crest Scope, $6.89. What is it? One of those little bottles?
It's a small tube, yeah, of toothpaste. Another small tube, Colgate Total, $7.79.
Colgate Total, $8.
Yeah, for a small tube.
Okay.
Mhm.
What else you got?
Deodorant, Old Spice, $5.99.
I mean, and let's be honest, you can go into the dollar store and get deodorant for $1. I mean, it's just the truth. So you're saying $6. I just bought Axe the other day at Walmart. I think it was $3.49 for Axe. You're saying how much was that again?
Oh, funny you should mention that. They have Axe here. It's $6.49.
Wow, so it's double.
It is, yeah.
Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead. What else you got?
NyQuil, $14.79.
Wow, I don't know what the cost is, but I get it at Sam's. You get like the 2-pack. How big? And it's the big giant bottles, and it's very cheap. I want to say $12 for like the 2 giant bottles. How much is that?
I'm waiting for the manager to come over and throw me out.
Oh, they're not going to throw you out. Tell them you're with Talks EDL, and that we're doing.
Yeah.
Tell them we're
Yeah,
reporting. We're doing a report on scamming truck stops.
Yeah, and they'll be like, "Oh, okay. Why don't you say so?"
Yeah. Actually, you know what you should do? Try to interview them. No, we don't want to do that. So what else you got? You got any? How about razors? You have razors? Because you can go to the dollar store and get a pack for $1.
Okay, so like canned vegetables like green beans and corn.
Right.
Okay. Del Monte. Green beans, $2.49. Corn, $2.49.
See, I don't know
Fruit
what
co-
they cost in Walmart.
75 cents.
75.
Fruit cocktail, $3.29.
How much do you think Walmart charged for that?
Oh God, who knows?
I should.
You know,
I should be looking this up while you're doing that on Walmart. But I could tell
I'm
you.
looking.
Just
I'm looking.
What do you mean you're looking?
I'm getting busted.
You're getting busted by who?
I told you. I gotta get out of here.
Tell them you're on. Just tell them you're on a radio show.
No.
No, 'cause-
I'm walking out.
What's that? They busted you?
Yeah.
What'd they say to you? They're so.
Hold on.
Just tell them who you are.
Just wait.
Wait, you're not allowed to quote prices?
Okay. Apparently not. No, they kind of followed me to the door. So
Are you serious?
yeah, 2 of them. Yeah. Yeah.
What? Because were you yelling the prices too loud or what?
They heard me. Actually, I took you off of my neck collar because I didn't want to
You didn't
let
want
them
to hear.
hear you.
Yeah.
So I'm in my phone and I'm quoting all the prices. And the one guy comes over. He goes, "Can I help you with something?"
You should have put him on the. You should have put him on Doc CDL. What? You're such a pussy. You are, man. You're. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you.
Oh man.
Well, you don't want to get
Yeah,
into it. You don't want to get into an argument, and represent your trucking, the people you're working for either in a bad manner, which I can respect that. But still, I mean, you could have at least, said, "Oh yeah, I'm with Talk CDL, and we're just kind of doing a show on trucking prices versus, everyday Joe prices." That would have been something. Would you like to be on the podcast? You could have asked them.
They probably would have.
Oh, what'd you do, man? Like all of a sudden your voice is all over the place.
Can you hear me now?
It's just, yeah, I guess your voice sounded way better before. What are you doing?
Oh, all right. Well, I can switch back to the phone. I put you on my neck.
You can stay on there. That's cool. Stay on where you're at. So,
Uh,
I think you should have. I think you should have at least been nice and cordial and try to get them to actually, talk on the show. Was it a manager or was it just some goofball cashier?
no, it was the manager.
Oh, you should
Two
have.
of them, they both followed me over to the door. I'm like, yeah, it was really kind of bizarre. I don't think they want anyone comparing their prices to anything else.
Well, it's public knowledge. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You could have just next time. Look, we got to get how it's done, Acid. This is how we break the news, baby.
How about I go to Love's tomorrow? Or Love's is right across the street.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll go to Love's. I'll go to Love's, and you see, there's a reason I didn't want to do it here.
Okay, that's cool. You don't even have to tell us. But the bottom line,
No, I want to tell you what it is. I got to do my reset here. I got to be here for a day and a half. You know, I don't want to get tossed off the lot. Of course, I could go to Love's, but I'd rather walk over to Love's and get thrown out of there, to be honest with you. I could just walk back.
So pick one to get thrown out tomorrow, and then we'll do one.
Honestly, I'd rather get kicked out of a Love's than a Jay's.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they're owned by Love's owns Jay's. I don't.
Do they? No, they don't. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think Pilot owns Jay's.
Well, one owns one or the other.
Love's owns Love's.
You know what's really
Johnny
stupid?
Acid.
You know, you get the free showers, right? You go to Pilot,
Yeah.
you can't use your Love's card. You go to Love's, you can't use your Pilot card. Why? It's the same company. Who cares?
Yeah, that is stupid. I agree. So why is that?
Right.
I wonder. Different, probably under a different system. Probably. They haven't merged the two systems, most likely.
The funny thing is, the prices are the same no matter where you go to the Flying J. You can go to the Love's. Aren't those prices ridiculous?
Well, they are. I mean, just think of what they're making. And see, to me, look, I never tell people what kind of profit they should get or you know what they should make on things. But when you get to the point where, look, I mean, just on those little items that you just did right there, if you just go off that basic average, you probably for every $100 you spend at Walmart, it sounds like you're spending about $250. If you went to buy all that stuff, and just say it cost you $100 at Walmart, it sounds like it would have cost you about $250 there. That's really realistic.
No. I would say probably closer to $350.
Well, either way, it's just it's way out of whack. And you know what they do is they really it's like a convenience store in a way. What they're doing is they get somebody on desperation. They get somebody on the, hey, listen, I need toothpaste. I can't wait. Well, now you got to pay the man. Well, I need a Coke. You got to pay the man. I mean, that's exactly what it is, man. It's like loan sharking. It's like
highway robbery. That's
when
what it is.
When you go to the Pilot, you pay the VIG. That's really what it is.
You do pay the VIG.
You're paying
That's
the
exactly
VIG.
what you do.
You're paying the VIG, baby. So, you know, the bottom line with it is, honestly, it's stay out of the truck stops when you're doing your shopping. Guys, I know conveniently they got you by the wallet if you really need something, and it must burn you to have to buy a bottle of shampoo or anything when you know. Honestly, now I could see the coffee. The coffee's not a bad deal. The 2 for hot dogs or whatever the case is, sometimes that's not a bad deal. But my gosh, to make a guy pay triple for a bottle of shampoo or triple or two and it looks like, I think you said it was how much for the Axe, and there was like $650.
Yeah, it was $650 or something.
Yeah, so around that $649. So
their markup is like at least 3% or 3 times what you could buy it for.
Yeah, it's literally almost double of what it costs, in Walmart.
You know those canned ravioli. You know the ones with the regular size can.
Yeah, they're 12 ounce.
Okay, so I love those. I eat them cold right out of the can. I just came from Walmart. I bought like 4 cans. They were $1 each. In there, they were $2.79.
Yeah, so $4 versus about $11.50.
Well, $3 versus I know what you're saying. Yeah, for all of them. Right?
Yeah, if it would have been if you would have bought 4 there, would have cost you almost 11 something. I think $2.79 times 4, which is
insane. It's absurd what they charge.
Yeah,
you know, and then they charge for parking spaces.
Well,
like they make a lot of money.
If you pay for it, yeah. I mean, are you in a paid spot tonight?
No, I'm in Bobtail Alley, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
I
man.
made the mistake once of parking. I was bobtailed, and I parked in a fairly busy truck stop in one of the big spaces. And I swear I had like 4 guys blowing their horn. Get out of there! For big trucks.
Can I tell you something going back to these prices for a second, Acid?
Yeah.
See, there's a lot of people out there going, well, they've been doing this shit for years, man. And they have. When I was a driver, it was robbery. I never shopped there either. But I think it's such the norm that nobody really that's around it cares. But I'm going to expose this for all truck stops, what they're doing to our brothers, okay, out there. I'm going to expose it more. I'm going to put more of this stuff on the podcast. We're going to get more prices, and we're going to show everybody, what our truckers of America are having to pay. I mean, it's highway robbery. And pardon the pun, but you're right on the highway and you're getting robbed.
Part of the problem is, and this is how they make their money, okay? Sometimes you don't have the luxury of PCing somewhere, like to Walmart. Walmart is like 7 minutes from here. So every time I come here, I can go to Walmart. But you might be at a truck stop out in the middle of nowhere, and then all of a sudden, I left my shampoo and my body wash in the shower at the last place. And then I'm out in the middle of nowhere, and I'm like, what am I going to do? I want to take a shower. So, a 79-cent bottle of Alberto VO5 that my grandmother used to use, and she's been dead for 30 years. I mean, I paid $4 for it. It's less than $1. It's like 99 cents at Walmart. It's the crappiest shampoo you can buy. I paid $4 for it. And I did it because I had to. And that's what they count on.
They count on desperation. They
count on drivers who need things, and they know they've got a captive audience. So
yeah, I'm not ashamed to admit that I go over to the Dollar Tree for certain things. I'm serious. I mean,
sure, who doesn't?
Why not? I mean, there's so many things that you can save a lot of money on, and I will tell you, even Dollar Tree rips you off every now and then. Sometimes you go in there and you're getting, I don't know, just for example, just as an example, a toothbrush for $1, right? And which I think they sell packs of them, but this is just an example. You may get a toothbrush for $1, and at Walmart they're selling them for 85 cents. So you got to kind of watch that. Also, you actually can save, if 15 cents means anything to you. Some of those things at the dollar store you could actually save by going to Walmart because they actually are in competition sometimes with the dollar store.
Well, I'll tell you, it's good for some stuff like Thanksgiving, you want to buy a turkey pan, right? A throwaway. It's $1. It's the same pan you buy at the grocery store, you buy it at Walmart. They charge at least $2-3 for the same pan. So I always go there for those pans, Christmas, Thanksgiving, you want to make like stuffing or something. You can pay $1 and just throw the pan out. It's a lot easier.
I hear you, brother. Well, listen, here's what I need you to do. I mean, I don't want to get you fired, honestly. Obviously,
I can't get fired for, you were right. You said it earlier. Okay. I'm a consumer. There's no reason why I can't go in there and quote prices. Listen, if you don't want me to quote prices, don't put them on there.
Right. That's the whole thing. Like if you would have, if it would have been me, I would have just turned to them and said, "Hey, I'm with Talk CDL, and we're doing a podcast right now. Can we get a quote from you? We're just doing a quote on. We're just doing a podcast on the prices in truck stops versus your normal grocery stores and Walmarts and all this other stuff. And can we get a statement? Just even
I'll tell you what.
Even him physically acid. Even him physically telling you to get your ass out of the store would have been great on the pod."
I swear, I'll do it tomorrow at the Loves. I got to go into the Flying J and talk to the same guy to get a shower, okay? Customer 18, your shower is ready. Please report to shower 1. I got to go in there and get a shower. I don't want to get tossed out of this joint. Like, the place across the street, no problem. I don't care if they call the cops. I might even video. Maybe I should do that.
No, don't do that. All right. Well, listen, I'm gonna cut the pod for the night. I won't be around till tomorrow afternoon after church. Okay. So just do me a favor. Don't go doing any investigating with pricing and stuff like that until we got you on the pod.
Deal.
Does that sound good?
Yeah. We'll pick this up again tomorrow. And tomorrow I won't be quite as timid because I won't be. It's not going to be like in my backyard. Like I can't really screw it up here. I mean, I could, and then I could just go to the Loves, but I'd rather not move now that I'm sitting here. So I'd rather just walk across the street.
All right. So one last question: anything interesting on the road this week? Anything nothing out of the anything out of the ordinary.
You and I talked about it earlier, and you made a good point. But you, I had a little bit of road rage this morning, and it was because
That's
some trucker out there who had a load on. I was trying to pass him, and I was empty. So going uphill, I'm making progress, okay, because he's slowing down. But it seemed like every hill just didn't give me enough. He comes over the other side, he starts picking up speed. Well, I finally got around him. Then he goes around me because he's got some weight to push going downhill.
You're going downhill. He's crushing you. You were empty, by the way. Let's make sure everybody knows that.
Yeah, I was empty. I couldn't pick up any speed going downhill. But it's like, okay, I got by you. Can you just not get by me and slow down again going up the hill? I mean, I was trying to pass this guy for 20 minutes. Okay, I had to keep going back over because Peterbilt man behind me in the hammer lane is like flashing his lights like, shit or get off the pot. And I'm like, I could just barely, I'm creeping up, but I'm like, I'm holding up traffic. So I had to get back over. I backed off. I swung over. This was like a half an hour with this. Finally, I'm blowing my horn. I'm flipping the guy off. It's like, just back off. Let me by. Ugh.
But listen,
like you said earlier, the guy was just doing his job.
Yeah,
Okay?
he's doing his job. I mean, and he's not trying to compete with you. He's just cranking it as hard as he's probably had his foot in it. And so, there's times where one of you has got to go, I'm going to back off and let him get down the road, or because if you don't have enough muster to get down the road ahead of him, then back off for a half a mile and let him just crank it up and get going.
Oh, yeah,
it ain't costing you much time. What's it going to cost you?
He pissed me off. I'm usually pretty calm, and I usually back off and stuff, but there was no way I was going to let him win. I'm like, what?
It wasn't a race, you goofball. He's not winning. Nobody won. Don't you get? That's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to show you. Nobody won. There was no trophy. Nobody waved a checker flag, and nobody even said to themselves, "I just beat that guy."
I disagree because I finally got by him and I left him in the dust.
Yeah.
So.
Did you get on the side of the road going, I won, I beat you? It doesn't work that way, Acid. He was doing his damn job. Next time, have a little respect for your brother truckers.
Yeah, I'll see if I can do that.
All right, Acid. Give me a buzz tomorrow afternoon after 3 o'clock. All right, I'm out of here.
Peace. Praise the Lord.